Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Daily Recovery Snack on this Saturday, May 23rd. Boom, bam. Almost done with May, man. Cannot believe it. Shocking. Goes quick. Hope everybody's getting ready for a good weekend. It is wet, has been wet, and going to be wet here in Southwest Virginia. Y'all bear with me too, man. If this thing gets all messed up, this video or whatever, I dropped my daggone phone in the river over the weekend. I thought I had it all fixed and together, but it was acting a little bit weird earlier. So if there's anything weird going on in the video, it's probably where I dumped my phone by accident. So let's see, Saturday, May 23rd. Let's see what we got going on here. Quote from Elbert Hubbard. Down in their hearts, wise people know this truth. The only way to help yourself is to help others. Bill W. knew this when he felt a relapse coming on in Akron. He looked for an alcoholic to help. He found Dr. Bob. The rest is history. Recovery is a we deal. We are in this with other people. We can't save ourselves and forget about others. Most of us have tried that many times. We change our lives by taking each thing as it comes and handling in a new, healthy way with the help and advice of our friends. The key is to use your sponsor, use your group. When we need help, we know where to go get it. But here's the other part. When our recovering friends need help, to whom do they come? To us. We are part of their support group. We need to be there for others and serve as a sponsor for others. Prayer for the day. Higher power, help me see when my recovering friends need help and support. Help me be there for them as others are there for me. Today's action. Today I'll make a phone call to someone in my recovery group who's having a hard time lately. I will let this person know that I am thinking about him or her. We recovery. My buddy used to say, we get better, I get high. We get better, I get drunk. This is a we program. That's very relatable to me. I have to remember how I showed up last time crawling through the doors of another treatment facility. It was all out of damn ideas of the latest and greatest thoughts I had that was going to fix my problems. Me. Trying to fix me. You know, I don't know that I could pull this off on my own. I've been sober a little while now, and I mean that with humility. But I don't know if I could pull this off on my own if I wasn't in the meetings and wasn't, had a sponsor and speak with them and able and willing to sponsor others, man, when I'm able, and working in recovery and around recovery. I don't know if I could pull it off or not. But I don't want to know if that makes any sense, I'd say probably 90% of my friends, like true closer friends, are in or around something to do with recovery. Whether I work with them, whether they're recovering from something. But back in the day, I had probably 10% decent friends and family in my life and probably 90% acquaintances. And these days, that balance has shifted a whole lot. It's 90% people who are, part of my program or know me, they're closer to me or whatever. And there's about 10% of people that are like acquaintances or whatever that I deal with or whatever. And for me, that's what I had to do. They say my sponsor told me early on, man, he always had some smart ass stuff to say, man, and I hated him for it in the beginning, man. He's like, Chris, this is real simple. Real simple. He said, you only got to change one thing, man, to make this thing work. And I'm like, cool, what is that? He said, everything. And I'm like, man. Anyway, I did not see the humor. He was smiling, but he was full of blown in recovery, having a big old time, and we were getting to know each other. And, I kept showing up and trying, and he kept helping me. And, we became friends, man. He was doing for me what somebody had done for him. And I do my best to try to pass that on as well. I don't know that I would risk, man, trying to go out there and be by myself. Now, granted, my meeting attendance and things, it's not like it once was. But my recovery is not like it once was in early recovery either. Like I said, I've been in this a little while. Not saying that I couldn't have a relapse or a slip. I do my homework, man. I try to get my insurance together to make sure that those things don't come about. But my ass ain't on fire all the time like it used to be. I don't have the need to go, to 10 meetings, AA and NA meetings a week, man, because I don't even know who the hell I am, and I ain't got no other hobbies or anything yet, man. I just didn't have anywhere else to go in the beginning. And it was very good for me to be there, because every meeting I ever attended in my life, from the get forward, man, I was never drinking and drugging when I was at meetings. So that was a good start. That was a real good start. Regardless of relapse and all that stuff, man, when I was at meetings, attending meetings, I wasn't using and drinking. People do and people can, and if it's part of the way that they get better, fine, so be it. But for me, there was, I don't know why, but some kind of line, and I just didn't do that. I don't remember ever doing it. But I seem to do much better when I'm around people who are trying to do the same things that I'm trying to do. It makes it a whole lot easier for me to be a part of what's going on if I feel my similarities with the crowd around me. And that's about it a lot of times. You look around in a room of recovery, man, my disease don't give a damn about ethnicity, sexuality, gender, education, age, nothing. All it wants to do is kill. All it wants to do is kill. You will see everyone represented in rooms of recovery. And everyone, whether they understand it or not, is on a level playing field in there, man. We're in there scratching and trying to keep ourselves together and not drink and drug to create a better life. And there's something to that power, I think, anyway. I tapped into it when I got in there, man. It was a room full of people just like me. Some of them didn't look like me. They definitely didn't talk like my country ass, but there was a lot of things we did have in common. They could share about things and how they felt and what they'd done, and I could finish their share. I could do the same, get going or whatever, and somebody come up to me after and say, man, I understand what you're saying, man. That's exactly what went down with me, blah, blah, blah. There were just so many things that we had in common. It became comfortable to be around them. And with that, the starting of a rebirth of Chris, man, started to happen. I finally figured out, I think, or a little bit more closer to who exactly I was supposed to be, who I was intended to be. Because what I made me was not what I was supposed to be. And I didn't mean to, but that's still what happened. But I think I'm a lot closer to what was thought of and what was intended when Chris came about and Chris started to be a person, a human. This is a whole lot closer to what maybe the higher power had in mind, and my parents, for that matter, had in mind for me to be, not what I became, not what I made me. So I'm forever grateful for their 12-step rooms of recovery, because it's given me a life that by the time I got to a point to try it, I didn't even understand this type of life was available to choose. I didn't remember anything that was calm, serene, and peaceful. I'm grateful. Anyway, that's what I got out of today's reading. Appreciate y'all joining me. Y'all know the spiel. Tell a friend, like, subscribe, share, do whatever you move to do so. I'm glad you're here. If you're feeling it, come on back, man. We'll do it again Sunday morning, Lord willing. Please come join me. Y'all have a blessed day. Make it a beautiful Saturday, and talk soon. Peace.